Hello, everyone. We are here today to kind of play some more gameplay with one of my favorite decks, the Ruby Amethyst control deck. And so hopefully we'll get some more games in. I'm just planning on trying to play some matchups with this deck against a variety of different opponents. Hopefully we'll get some aggro decks, we'll get some control mirror matchups, we'll get some mid-range decks, and just to kind of showcase the flexibility really that this control deck can bring. So this is kind of my final list. One key thing you'll notice is I am running 61 cards just because against all of those kind of control mirrors that run 60 cards, if you end up being on the draw first, so playing second, then at least I'm not super worried about decking out immediately, right? Before my opponent. And so you'll see kind of like the theme of those control mirrors is you just try to make sure you deck out your opponent. You have enough tools that you just play smart, ink all of your kind of aggro tech, and then have more than enough wiggle room to be able to deck out your opponent. So that is one noticeable thing about this deck. The other kind of cards, I'll just kind of really quickly go through. Pretty typical. There's a couple of cards that I don't include. There's cards that I do include that other kind of Ruby Amethyst decks do include. And I'll quickly just talk through. So in the Amethyst suite, we have Befuddle, which is just a great early game control. Inkable too. We do run 4 copies of Magic Mirror. Yeah, like people say like Ursula's Cauldron is good too. I do think Ursula's Cauldron is good, but my playstyle, I prefer to just draw the card rather than filter cards. Just to get ink up. When you filter cards, you get the cards that you need, but a lot of times you don't get your ink as high because you're drawing all of those unneeded but inkable cards. So I just like Magic Mirror. It's kind of my playstyle. I do think Ursula's Cauldron is fine. And I recommend anyone who's running kind of this deck to just try out the different playstyles and see what they like. We run typically Friends on the Other Side and Maleficent for card draw. Actually, both Maleficents, the Sorceress and the Queen for card draw. Rafiki, only 2 copies. We need to try to keep our uninkables down, but it's just such a great card. Early game runs into opponents' aggro decks and slows them down significantly. We do run 4 copies of the White Rabbit Pocket Watch. I've always been a fan of the Pocket Watch. It just really, instead of like giving your opponent information on what you can do, now your opponent's pretty much playing in blind. They don't know if whenever they quest, you can slam down an Aladdin and remove their lore, all that sort of stuff. So just really good pocket watch. And then we always run 4 copies of the Elsa, just as another way to slow down, tap your opponent's character, gain lore. Notably, we don't run the Ursula. It is a great card, but it's also an inkable, and it's just really hard to find space in this deck. If I were running a bit fewer uninkables, or maybe more than 61 cards, definitely would be a top contender to consider, but as is, just too difficult to find room. Then we have the Ruby suite, which is so early game we have the Gastons, just incredible defense against aggro decks. LeFou, I run LeFou instead of the shield just because it's another body on board to help deal with early game turns, and I really don't need to untap my characters all that often. It really doesn't come into play that much. And like I said, in the control mirrors, I'm not looking to quest and untap my character to prevent opponents from attacking into it. I'm more looking to deck out my opponents. So the shield really doesn't do too much. And I'd much prefer to have a body on board with LeFou and the flexibility of untapping. Then we run 4 copies of the small Aladdin Street Rat. Lore removal, right? Sometimes having 4 points of lore removal makes a huge difference in the game. I did end up switching out my Jafars. So I was running the Wicked Sorcerer Jafar and a little of the Keeper of Secrets, but somebody pointed out that like Jafar with Pocket Watch, you need 5 ink, and Maui is 5 ink, and it does 6 damage instead of 5 from Jafar, and it's a bigger body. And so yeah, that was really great advice. So I've started running the Mauis, and it's pretty nice in this deck. So run 4 copies of the Mauis, replaced all of the Jafars, and then we have the Aladdins for lore removal. Be prepared. Also an MVP, just completely board control dominance. If your opponent is aggro, they end up just not being able to reach the 20 lore they need once you slam down Be Prepared. If your opponent's running controlled, they never want to run too many threats out all at once. So you have plenty of time for your removal to just stall out the game and take them out. And then we do include 3 copies of the Mickey Mouse just for that control mirror threat, as well as late game you need some way to get to 20 lore. So Mickey Mouse is a great way. If your opponent doesn't have removal, you can win off of him. If your opponent does, it draws out removal from your opponent and slows them down. So great. Just some additional threats there. And then, of course, running the 9-cost Maleficent. Most of the time, when combined with Pocket Watch, this is a 2-for-1 card. You let your opponent quest with the one character they have on board. Your opponent plays another character. You play Maleficent, remove their unexerted card, give it rush with Pocket Watch, and run into their just quested character. Now you have a Maleficent on board, 2-for-1 swing, and it's great. So that's pretty much the most current iteration of the Ruby Amethyst deck. And let's hopefully we'll see try Pixelborn is their servers are working and we can get in some games. And we'll see. But nice. We got into a really quick game. The other thing I noticed recently is one of my videos, the Ruby Emerald starter deck tech, the TTS cut out early on through the video. So I just kind of noticed. So I'm going to definitely try to fix that and re-upload as needed. So we're gonna mulligan all of our cards except for the Be Prepared, which is needed, and a bit of card draw, and hope we draw into our low-cost LeFous and Gastons. This isn't bad. I probably would have preferred some more low-cost cards. We'll ink the Maleficent, too high cost. It really shows our opponent what we're playing, but we'll just pass. It's a great thing we go first because it really helps. We don't have a really great hand against that aggro matchup, but if we're playing against control, I see Amethyst, I think very likely control, which means that we probably won't need LeFou. So we'll just ink the LeFou, play down the mirror, and pass. They have 55, we have 53. So that really means that they have they put in 64 cards in their deck. So it seems like card draw is not okay. So we're gonna need to just outrace them with card draw, because yeah. Let's see. So we have Maleficent on turn 3. Do we play the Maleficent? Yeah, we're probably gonna. It's kind of tough. I don't really want to ink the Maleficent. I'd almost rather ink the Pocket Watch, but the Pocket Watch is gonna be We can draw into another one if we need to. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna ink the Maleficent. I don't want to, but because opponents running more cards than we are in their deck, we just need to get as much card draw as we can, and try to outvalue opponent here. Yeah, I thought including 61 cards in the deck is good, but unfortunately, opponent just has more cards. We will sing friends on the other side. We'll ink the Gaston. Don't need. And we will see, what do we do? Do we just draw more fuel? Do we? I think we just need to draw. Just need to outvalue our opponent here and pass the turn. Just need to have more cards and more ink than our opponent in this matchup. Not super concerned. Okay. Always going to be on the lookout for if opponent's drawing a lot. Jetsam's not super worried. We do have a Maui that we can run into, but we would prefer to do card draw. Okay. We'll probably play out. We'll ink something like the LeFou. How much? So we have 5. So I'm thinking we just run out a Maleficent, get some additional card draw, run out the Magic Mirror, and pass the turn. They have 7 cards in hand. We have 7 cards in hand. Okay. They are also on the card draw train. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty annoying. Opponent's running 64 cards. Yeah. 64 cards. Well, I just tried to outvalue them somehow. All of the be prepares are not gonna come in super handy. Yeah, okay. Why are they at 45 to 43? We might just end up slowing down on our card draw now. Let's see. Want to play out the pocket watch no matter what. We'll ink the queen. We have 3 left. We'll play out the magic mirror. And I guess we'll get rid of their cards. Then we'll just play a be prepared next turn. 44. They get 2 more card draws. If they do choose to draw cards. Yep, that's 1. So 40. They get. Oh, I guess they get 1 more free card draw. Not super worried about the Shield of Virtue. Is it worth trying? It's so hard because opponent can just not draw cards at this point. I don't need a Maui. We're just gonna go with pass. Not too much threats there. 42 to 41. They get 1 more free card draw. And then it's gonna be based off of top decking, pretty much. Let's see how well. I don't have. Okay, so we are at parity now. So I am totally fine with that, actually. We will run out a Be Prepared and then pass the turn. Okay, opponent cannot draw anymore. So, but we also only have 4 cards in our hand, so I don't know if we can. Oh, or opponent draws. Okay, so that gives me a bit more hope. That gives me a lot more hope. Let's see, what do we do? We're not super concerned. It's only 2 ink, so we're gonna pass on this turn. 38 to 39. They're gonna quest, I think. If they draw, I get to draw. So I am actually perfectly fine. Yeah, they're gonna quest. Okay. If they do draw, I get to draw. Okay, and they don't draw. Perfect. So that means that we get to probably run out another Be Prepared. Yeah, I just run out another Be Prepared and then pass the turn. 37 to 38. It's gonna be a long game. Mickey Mouse. We are totally fine. We'll just run into their Mickey with our Mickey. Let's save out a Be Prepared. Let's see if opponent does anything else. We do need to prep for 4 Mickeys, huh? If they are running 4 Mickeys in their deck. That works. We run the Mickey into the Mickey. The Aladdin quest, we run the Aladdin into Aladdin to get parity, or we could run out an Elsa. No, I think we just run out the Mickey. Give it the pocket watch. Kill their Mickey and pass the turn. I guess the shield is annoying, huh? Yeah. So I think what we need to do. We do need more ink, huh? Can run out a Mickey just to provide a threat on board. Yeah. Let's see, how much ink do I need in order to run both? I probably need a lot of ink. We're gonna just run out a Mickey and pass. Let's see if opponent has a large removal, then they don't have, I guess they have Dragonfire, huh? Yep, okay. Fair enough. I guess at this point we do need to run out and be prepared. It's to kill the Aladdin and pass the turn. Another Aladdin. Okay, well, we can run the Street Rat. We can run the Elsa. I think we run out the Elsa. probably don't want to tap it, and we will ink a and pass the turn. They're gonna untap with Shield of Virtue, but they can't quest with Aladdin. So 32. Yeah. That is gonna be interesting. Okay. Did they they untap with Shield of Virtue. Nice. Exactly what we needed. Yeah, we'll just run this out. Take that out. If they have a Shield of Virtue, I think our Aladdins don't do anything this game. Unless, yeah, I guess the only way we can stop it is by, we need 16 ink. That's a lot of ink, huh? Okay. They might have an Aladdin. Another Aladdin in their hand. I don't mind trading the Aladdin. Let's, we play out an Elsa. Do we play out the Street Rat? 12. I think we play out the Aladdin and pass the turn. The quest is 17. 17 is tough to deal with. Let's pass. Quest to 17. Untap. What did they do? Maui. Okay. Fair enough. So we have to at least Elsa, their Elsa. I guess we can quest with the Aladdin. They don't have a pocket watch. Do we pocket watch? Yeah. Just run. I guess, I should have attacked the Elsa. That was, yeah. Anyways, we do need a little bit more ink here, so they do need to spend 3 ink to re-ready their Elsa. So I'm okay with that, I guess. Sure. We will play out another Elsa. Put these down. Play out a Street Rat. Remove some lore. Give it rush. We'll run into that. And we will run into, I guess we'll just leave the Elsa up. I'm actually kind of okay with the be prepared because, yeah, they don't have any ink additional. I think at this point, man, do we go for card draw? We have a lot more ink than they do. I do think we go for card draw. I don't think we can outlast their Shield of Virtue. Their deck is a little bit better against the mirror than ours. So either an Aladdin or a Mickey is fine. Just for the sake of ink, let's draw a card first. Yeah. Don't think we can outvalue opponent. Wait, so 4 and 9, we can draw 2 cards. We're just gonna draw ink and then play out the queen, and we're just gonna be on. We're gonna deck out before our opponent, but we need to draw some cards. So. Ursula. Okay. Draw. It's fine. The Maui. Play the queen. Draw a card. Play friend on the other side. And pass the turn. We're going to be at 19. Let's see if we can figure out some answers. Okay. We'll draw. We probably should have drawn with friends on the other side. We can just play friends. 4 Gastons is not gonna cut it, huh? Let's draw again. Ooh, just not enough ink for the Maleficent. Yep, but that's game. We will try again. I think, yeah, against a mirror matchup, it's the Cauldron and the Shield is doing a lot of good work there. I'm wondering if we need to update our deck a little bit against the mirror matchup. Maybe we just try to outdraw them. I feel like we can't. Yeah, mostly 64 cards is really nice against our deck. Maybe we just run more cards. We have all of the card draw we need. Eventually it's gonna devolve into like 100 card decks, huh? No. 64. Let's add what do we need? Elsas are gonna be real nice, I think, against the mirror matchup. We didn't really need Elsas before, but let's add in one more Mickey, because since might as well, we have 4 copies of each. I'm gonna add in 4 copies of the Elsa. Just a little bit better against that mirror matchup. Run 66 cards. We have all the card draw we need from the Magic Mirror. Elsa's can tap down and really enable. Yeah, Elsa's would be the tech against the shield. Let's give this a try and see how this goes. Yep, game 2. The meta is always changing, so kind of always adapting to how best to deal with opponent. Let's see. Not a bad hand. I don't want the Maleficent. I don't want the LeFou, I guess. Don't want the Elsa. Take the LeFou. I'm gonna ditch your friends. I want to keep the Pocket Watch. Nice. I'll take this. This is a really great hand against Aggro. So the question is how many cards opponent's deck has. 53, 59. Okay, they're running a typical 60 card deck, likely aggro. Yep. Ember, I think aggro. We got the Befuddleds ready. The question is, do we want to befuddle the Simba? I think we do want to befuddle the Simba. We probably don't want to befuddle the Stitch. We're gonna just, well, we'll ink the Mickey. Maybe we still befuddle the Stitch. I The siege isn't that big of a threat. I think we'll just play out the Gaston next turn. See what they play. We also don't have a Be Prepared. LeFou. Interesting. Okay. We'll ink a friends. I think it's a little bit slow. We'll play out the Gaston and pass the turn. So we got LeFou and Befuddle next turn to try to control their board, depending on what they play. What we're really hoping for is if they play out the Bodyguard Simba. If they do play out the Bodyguard Simba, we just bounce it back and run Gaston into everything. But let's see what they have. Sing. Okay. Were they playing Steel? Man, I don't know what their other ink. Yeah, they are. Okay, so they're playing A Whole New World. Interesting. It can sing A Whole New World. Oh, we got the Be Prepared, but doesn't really help here. What do? We probably want to bounce something back this turn. We bounce the LeFou back. We will ink a Maleficent, I guess. Play out another Gaston. Run into the Stitch and pass. So the name of the game against Whole New World is play out as many cards as you can. So that way, when opponent plays a Whole New World, it helps you as much as it helps them. So, and we really want to slow down their Whole New World. Like the moment I see Ariel, she can sing a Whole New World, right? So we want to return the LeFou back into their hand. Got Tinkerbell. And not doing. Oh, I really don't want to draw. I'm gonna play out the Pocket Watch every single time. Ink a LeFou and pass. Really don't want to see Be Prepared against Whole New World. We want to draw into them, but this point of the game, it's if the Whole New World, it just puts both of the Be Prepareds back into a graveyard, which is not ideal. If onto Tink, doesn't do much. Wonder if they have a Grab Your Swords. I guess they can attack or quest with the Tink. Force me to attack. Or they don't. Okay, that's weird. I probably would have, okay. We got some more ink. Too high cost. Not the best. Probably gonna ink a Mickey, and then pass. Really looking for like cards like Rafiki's or just things that I can play out because high cards are kind of dead against a whole new world at this stage of the game. Thankfully, opponent doesn't have too much lore right now. Um, so I am quite happy with that. Yeah, I was about to say. About time. Unfortunately, we just drew into Maui, which is great. And then we will ink the Maleficent. They're gonna be playing a whole new world next turn, anyways. So or do they? They do have 4 cards in hand. They probably want to run out all cards. Yeah, perfect. We gotta be prepared. We didn't have to waste any of our be prepareds. That is great, great, great. We definitely don't need to play friends on the other side. So we're just gonna run out a be prepared and pass the turn. We just don't want them to be able to sing a whole new world. So we are perfectly good with this board state. Pass. If they do anything with their Tink, we're just gonna run out the Aladdin and kill it. They're running Be Prepared? Or are they running Be Prepared? Nope, they discarded their a whole new world, sorry. So that's good. What are they doing here? Oh, they do run. Okay. That's a pretty decent hand. Once again, we just want to run out as many cards as we can. So we're probably going to ink a Maleficent and play out all of the cards. Let's see. So we play out the Aladdin. We befuddle the Stitch. We play out a Maleficent, draw a card. And we play out the LeFou. And pass. Yeah. Name of the game is just to get our hand down. Okay, that's a great card. We can 2-for-1 them with our Maleficent though now, so. And they are out of ink. So that is good. So now I think the name of the game is to try to grab like I really want a magic mirror here. Yeah, we're gonna Dragonfire that Ariel. That's we don't want them a free like 5 single 5 trigger. We also just want to keep an eye on how many be prepareds are in their discard. The moment they hit 3 grab your swords. Okay, that's perfect. I want to play out the magic mirror, but I think we will wait one more turn. We have 4 of them in our deck, and I think it's more important to do this. And pass. Yeah, so just yeah, there's definitely different play styles you need to be aware of. Like against a whole new world, you don't want too many cards in your hand. So try to run out as many cards as possible unless opponent has a distinct threat. Um okay. That's another 2-for-1 with the Maleficent. I will take that. 3-for-1. No, I don't have enough ink. Okay. So we will ink the LeFou. No, we will ink the Aladdin. Play out Maleficent. Get rid of the Stitch. And then give it Crush and take out the Stitch and pass the turn. Next turn, hopefully we'll get our magic mirrors online. Have a smash. Best for 1. Not a issue. Aladdin is fine. That's not as good. Okay. So Ariel. I think what we really want is another Be Prepared. Speaking of which, just happen to draw the nuts here. And we will run out. Are you gonna let me? What? I have 2 ink. I guess there's no character to ready. Well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna ink the LeFou. Pixelborn. Fix your bugs there. No, but no. In all seriousness, the Kai has been doing so much better. It's definitely very seamless. Now, yeah, having a LeFou there would have been really nice. But we have our card draw. We have the pocket watch. It makes it really awkward when we have 0 cards in hand for opponent to play a whole new world. And they don't get any card draw off of the Rapunzel. We're just gonna draw cards. We're gonna befuddle the Lilo, and we're gonna pass the turn. Aladdin into Rapunzel is just amazing. Yep. I mean, the nuts here would be a another Aladdin is great. I was about to say LeFou would be amazing there. Just take out the Rapunzel and then we draw a card. This sounds nice, but we will go ahead and ink him and pass the turn. Opponent might play out another whole new world, but how many Be Prepared do we have we run out? We've run out 3, I think. Yeah, so we still have 1 more Be Prepared in case opponent has more small creatures. I think opponent also doesn't have too many. Man, ouch. They have a Tink. Nope. Okay. What are they doing? Press with the Lilo. Run out another Lilo. Are they going to play a whole new world? No. Okay. Well, in that case, we can continue to reduce their floor. Draw a card. No. We're actually going to play out the Rafiki and pass the turn. Once again, I'm very respectful of the whole new world play. They have 2 more whole new worlds. Nice. Draw. We'll play out mirror. We'll draw. Nice. Play out this. And we will. What do we do here? They can't quest with anything. I think we'll just pass. They have 4. 4 is not a relevant threat. And we have a Be Prepared in hand, so it is our last one. Probably would have preferred to draw it after the Be Prepared, our whole new world. Yeah. Oh well. Well, we get a lot of our good stuff now. And they only have 4 ink to work things out. So I think 22, 18. Is that the last? No, they have 1 more whole new worlds, don't they? Just gotta be careful of that. We're gonna just run things out, tap things down, have a good time. Run out the Elsa, maybe. Maybe one of the few times we want to shift out the Elsa. So we definitely want to play out a bunch of our smaller creatures. Reduce the lore. Play out the Elsa. I don't think we want to shift. We're gonna give Pocket Watch to Elsa. We're gonna run into here. We're gonna run into here. We're going to ink a Gaston. We're going to play out a LeFou. Re-ready our Elsa. Run the Elsa into this Lilo. And then run this Elsa into the goons. And I mean, a Grab Your Swords is great if the opponent has it, but we also have a lot of card draw and gas too. So, yep. I think that's the last Grab Your Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So opponent is out of board wipe. So we just run out creatures and enjoy. 17 to 21. Yeah, opponent's needing. Oh, that's a great draw. Play out the Elsa. Play out the Queen. Play out the Rafiki. Pass the turn. Once again, keep our hand size small. Have 1 more whole new worlds, but we also have more cards in our deck than they do. They are far away from being able to reach 20. We're probably going to play out the Aladdin. They're trying. And they are definitely trying. I can tap down something else with Elsa. It's definitely going to be a struggle for them. Rapunzel, man, the fact that the Rapunzel just isn't able to do much really hurts them. Gonna play out the Aladdin, give it Rush. Gonna tap down the Rapunzel. Kill that. Use the lore. Kill that. Kill that. And we will just continue to run out things and pass. Yep. That's the last of Whole New World. They have 8 cards in their deck. They don't have any board wipes, so just run out as much creatures as I can. Want to make sure we don't deck out before opponents. That's the only risk here. But yeah, these control Whole New World matchups are kind of slow, painful. Yeah. Okay. Take out the Elsa just to prevent tapping shenanigans. Try to run out as many cards as they can. Let's see if we get an Elsa or like some good stuff. Continue to filter through their deck. So now they're at 7. We got a lot of chances to try to find some of our answers. Queen is not one of those. Play out Maleficent, draw. Play out Maleficent, draw. Nice. Play out the Elsa. Tap down their LeFou and Stitch. Take out their LeFou. Take out their Stitch. Ink a Queen. 9 to 7. We'll quest, and pass the turn. And now we just don't draw, right? No need to draw. We have enough board pressure to try to win. But we can if they're going down to 5 cards. Yep. Don't think Stitch is gonna do it. It's pretty threatening. But let's see if we can draw into like another removal or something. I mean, they also tap down their LeFou and their Stitch, so I get to remove more lore from them. But yeah, I think they don't really have that much of a chance now. Yep, and another Elsa. Swipe their board again. take that out. Take out the LeFou. Play out another Maui. Take out the Stitch. Take out their Simba and quest with everything. I wonder if I had lethal. I probably didn't. I had 19 that turn. And pass. And that's game. Cool. I want to see if we can get a matchup against either a aggro deck or another Ruby Amethyst mirror, and see if the Elsas really make a difference. Johnny AT, okay. See, once again, we don't want the Elsa, we don't want the Maui, we don't want the Aladdin, we don't want the Aladdin Street Rat, and we probably don't want the LeFou. So we'll just keep the Gaston and the Pocket Watch. Nice, got a mirror and a pocket watch. Great start. Though we do go second, so against aggro, it's always dicey going second. See what opponent plays. Red. Okay. Mirror match. Mini. Lots of 1-drops. And aggro red. Well, we can't do anything other than ink a pocket watch and pass. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be rare. 52, 58. So they have a 60 card deck. Yeah. Ruby Aggro. That is cool. Ruby Aggro. Let's see. We got the Flynn Rider. We're gonna ink one of our Maleficents. We're gonna play down a Gaston. Magic Mirror is a little bit too slow here. Turn 3 is gonna be Pocket Watch, no question. And then turn 4 maybe Elsa's. But we'll see. Not having a Befuddle here is a bit painful. We might be able to draw into it early enough for it to make a difference. Evasive. Okay, so they're going with the aggro Ruby Emerald Evasive plan. It's a great thing that we can just take out their Flynn Rider and take out their Mini. Oh, okay. That's nice. Want the Maleficent? We don't want the Maleficent because we have enough card draw with a Magic Mirror. We're gonna take out their Flynn Rider, discard an Elsa, untap our Gaston, and take out their Mini and pass the turn. So next turn is gonna probably be a Pocket Watch turn. Cusco is gonna be coming up real soon, so okay. Pocket Watch, and pass the turn. Cusco. Okay, so we need a Be Prepared. We have a way to take out the Cusco. Don't really care about that. We don't want the Pocket Watch. We'll play out an Elsa. We'll play out the Magic Mirror. We'll pass the turn. So we're taking out the Cusco next turn unless they have Bodyguard. But they are going to be at 12. But they only have 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand. Genie? Tigger. Oof, duh. Okay, be prepareds are going to be clutch now. Yeah, not having a be prepared against aggro is gonna be tough. Elsa. I mean, we do this every single time because we need to get rid of the Cusco. Do we draw? We have to draw. No bueno. And pass. It's gonna be very difficult. They're at 15. 18, 19, 20, and they threaten lethal on board. Elsa helps. Not. They're gonna be at 19. That's Tamator quest for 2? Nope, quest for 1. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Only thing we can do. And pray for be prepared. Not having a be prepared on that turn is hurtful. Yeah, so it goes to show against aggro you kind of really need a be prepared. Yeah. And opponent made a right choice of they just held that last card back, and that's a good game. Yeah. I probably should have mulliganed a little bit more aggressively for the be prepared, but not having that hurts. Let's play some more. Like this deck does have outs, but it's really difficult, best of ones, to know what sort of deck you're playing in order to know what sort of cards you really want to keep, right? Um, so I do think that also in a best of 3 matchup, this deck is a lot better because you go into it immediately knowing, okay, the second match I know exactly what I want for my mulligans. I know exactly which cards to keep, which cards aren't useful, that sort of stuff. Well, right. Another game. Let's see what we have here. No be prepares again. I think we definitely try to mulligan a little bit more aggressively for the be prepares. We will keep a card draw. Befuddle is nice. Pocket Watch is nice. And the fact that we're going first is great. So we don't want the Aladdin and pass. And we just keep on befuddling whatever opponent plays. Oh, okay. It's a mirror match. They have 52, I have 58. Much more cards in hand. We don't want the befuddleds now. We want to draw into a magic mirror ASAP. Alright. We get to try. Oh, blue. Okay, not amethyst. Okay, so this is a case where I don't worry about decking opponent out. We do befuddle that every single time. But this is a little bit nicer of a matchup because we don't need the Elsas. We want to keep LeFou. Okay. Nice. We will. Yes, we will ink the LeFou. And play out the Maleficent. Draw some cards. Pass. 55 to 49. We'll definitely sing Friends on the Other Side next turn. So once I know that opponent's not running a whole new world, I'm good with keeping more cards in hand and just directly dealing with opponent's threats. So once they hit 7, they have Hades. So that's the key thing too. 52 to 49. We will ink a Mickey, I guess? No, we'll probably ink a friends on the other side. And we'll play out the queen. And let's just see if they have an answer. They either have to let it go to queen, or they have to, I guess, Dragonfire or something like that. Which is fine because it wastes their ink and their turn. And if I can buy a whole turn with the queen, it's done more than enough for us. Okay, to play Robin Hood. Get some more card draw. But unfortunately, we have a lot more card draw than they do. Okay. So now they are at Hades. But we'll just focus on removing their threats. So we will card draw with the queen every single time. We will play out the Maleficent. 49 to 47. So we probably should start inking our friends on the other side. The Be Prepared is a great draw. We'll play out the Pocket Watch and pass. And next turn, we're probably going to be prepared. Because my best guess is they're going to play out Hades, removing our queen. Or Dragonfire. That works. More ramp. We have so much, though, to deal with whatever threats that they drop on board. They're probably going to be focused off of Bell, but we don't really care too much about Bell. We just be prepared. Um, Probably don't need a LeFou. The Aladdin into Robin Hood is really tempting. But no, I think the correct play here is just to be prepared. You're bored. And then pass. Then, depending on what they play next turn, I'll either go the Mickey Mouse or the Elsa. Yep. So they have a Bell, so I'm just gonna play out the Elsa. Tap both of these down, prevent Bell from questing for 5, and pass. We're gonna drop a Hades, but or Maleficent. That's nice. But we have Aladdin to deal with their Bell. So gonna play out the Aladdin. And they're gonna start running out of card draw. So and we have the Mickey Mouse for the Pongo, and they kind of have to deal with I wanted to play the Maleficent, so yeah, I want to try to continue to ink. If anything, that's gonna be the main issue. Yep, that's fine. We got the Mickey for the Pongo. They have an Aladdin. We can ink the Gaston. Play the Mickey. And then pass. Okay. The food to be ready Aladdin, which I can then tap down with my Elsa. Ah, that's good. That is good. Auroras, huh? So I need to figure out a way to perfect. Speaking of which, yeah, just run this out and quest and then pass. Another Aurora. Can tap it down and kill it. So less of an issue. Yeah. And we'll probably kill um at this point I feel like we just play ink Maleficent, play out this, tap this down, kill that, and kill the Aladdin and pass. Oh, and I can give this, and we will kill the LeFou and pass. Another Aladdin. Pocket watch is pretty useless. We'll tap the Aladdin down. Run into it with Maleficent and quest for 3. Yeah, that doesn't do it. And we should be good. Yeah, I'd say Sapphire Ruby control is definitely a little bit weaker because they don't have card draw, but most like this game I also didn't get down a magic mirror here, but it's just that in any sort of control matchup, having card draw makes a huge difference. They could get a Maleficent. That would be they're out. But nope, that is game. And we'll probably do one more. And then we'll just call it at that. So hopefully our slight changes didn't really make our deck too much weaker just by adding 5 additional cards. The 1 copy of Mickey and 4 copies of Elsa. And hopefully the Elsas really do some work against that mirror matchup, especially if opponent has that shield. To kind of re-ready their characters. The plan is like at least we have an Elsa to tap down their characters again. We have Magic Mirror and Pocket Watch, so it's all I am asking for. I don't think we want any of these other cards. And a Be Prepared. Okay, that's pretty much everything we want in an opening hand. We'll probably ink the 2 Maleficents unless it's obvious that we're playing against the control mirror matchup. Really quick, easy way to check is just to see how many cards they have in their deck. Normally, they should be at 53 after drawing 7. So if they have any more than 53, it's probably going to be a control deck. Nope, they're 53. So It might be a aggro, which we want more practice against. Steel, a whole new world. Well, we've played this matchup before. So turn 1, we will ink the Maleficent, befuddle the Simba, and pass. They're gonna whole new world really fast, so we're gonna slam down the magic mirror early. Just so we have some card draw after on the whole new world to at least beat our opponent. Yep, definitely a whole new world. It's gonna be a real fast whole new world. Just toss down our Aladdins don't matter. We'll never end up playing them. Drop down our pocket watch, pass. They might even whole new world this turn, but if not, a beast mirror. That's unexpected. Okay. Bell. Good thing we have a lot of things that we can do against the bell. I think we play out the Gaston. Killed Simba. Ink a Gaston. No, we probably want to ink the Aladdin. And pass. Ink. Okay, that's a great card. Does mean that they aren't able to ramp up ink, huh? We will play out the other Gaston. Oh, drawing a card with Magic Mirror is also really tempting. Do we have enough time to draw? Yeah, we're gonna draw and pass. As long as opponent does not get to 10. Oh, now they have the whole new world. Okay. That's fine. All the befuddles in our hand is kind of annoying, though. Hmm. Man, okay, that really caught me off guard. I definitely would not have Magic Mirrored if I knew they also were running a whole new world. But Beast Mirror and a whole new world. Nice draws. The befuddles are useless. Um, really the only thing we need is be prepared. So we're just gonna search our deck for them. That's not it. Maybe they'll think that we have a be prepared and play another whole new world. We could hope. We could hope. Nope. Okay. That is not be prepared. Do we have any else? No. Yep, that's game. Man, that was a really timely A Whole New World. Um, Good game. All right, we can't end on that note. We're gonna do one more. See if we get a little bit of a better matchup here. Don't think it would have made too much of a difference though. Yeah, like losing the be prepared against the Whole New World is just really tough. We'll keep a be prepared. We'll keep magic. That we'll keep Gaston. We're gonna mulligan like this. And let's see. We're going first, so that is a little bit nicer. Is this a mirror matchup? If it is, we just ink our LeFous and Gastons. Man, if they didn't have the giant to the Whole New World right there, I think we would have been pretty okay in that matchup, that past previous game. Nice. Okay, aggro. We run out the Gaston. We have a Maleficent for card draw, so yes, we do run out the Gaston. Okay, hopefully that slows him down. We run out our pocket watch. Don't need a LeFou. And the plan is to do either Magic Mirror and Gaston or Maleficent. Oh, another Whole New World. What? But apparently they're not doing much. This is gonna be more mid-range. They're not doing much. We're gonna play out the Maleficent. Go for some card draw. Ink the LeFou and quest. Oh, nope, we can't quest. Pass. Hans, not a threat at all. Um, Probably play out the Inkagistan, play out um, play out the Magic Mirror, play out a Gaston, quest, pass. Okay. Got another fire the cannons for the Gaston. Okay. We will play out. Good question. I really like both of these cards. We'll probably play out the Maleficent. Befuddle will be an ink. Can't do much with that. And we will run both of these into the Hans. And pass. So the good news is, opponent probably feels like just having one lore on board isn't fast enough. Yeah, and so they'll play out something and right into our be prepared. So we befuddle. And we. It's also really tempting to draw and play out the Aladdin, isn't it? But we just be prepared. The good news about drawing and playing out the Aladdin is opponent might run one more card in. But yeah. We will draw. Play out the Aladdin. and pass. Think does not do anything. We will draw. Nice. What's better, Elsa or Aladdin? Aladdin's probably better. And we will pass. Attacking, questing, both are bad options. So and now at least we have a Maleficent 2 for 1, likely. Beast Mirror. Cool. So we will definitely do this. Kill one of their tinks. Give that rush. Kill their other tink. And then quest. Grab your swords. Very likely for that to come down. But we have card draw from Magic Mirror, so. And against any other deck that's not the Ruby Amethyst mirror match, I am. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's still Magic Mirror. Oh, Maui's nice. But we still ink him and pass. We just want to continue to up our ink. Turn the queen. Okay. I'm actually perfectly fine with that. Draw. Ink the pocket watch. Reduce their lore. Play out that. And quest. Yep. Okay. But see, like, playing that really just limits their turn. Nice. Fiki does not help. We get another card draw for the queen. Yeah. Oh well. I just tap that down and pass. Hans. Go grab another card draw. Ink the LeFou. We're in a position where we can waste them. We're not even going to go for the card draw. However, we will kill their Hans, since we might as well do things efficiently. And we do threaten lethal. So, opponent needs to do something. Yeah, and that's game. That's a nice note to end the stream on. I still want to play more games against the mirror match, just to kind of get some more experience. And then against like the rush or aggro decks, just lesson learned. Be prepared are almost always gonna be the make or break cards. So, all right. Well, hope this has been helpful. And have a great rest of your weekend. And definitely drop any comments, insights that you may have. Hope you learn from this these games and commentary. And take care. Bye.